Welcome to another video, and this time it's not a book. It's kind of like a book. It looks like a book. It is, of course, the Blu-ray collection of extended editions of the Lord of the Rings films. The motion picture trilogy comes in this nice sort of gold case, which, like I say, it looks a bit like a book. It's made to look like a book, but it's not, obviously. And I like the way it's always had this kind of distressed look. It's not because I've mistreated it. It came like this, and I like that, like a sort of slightly rusty. There's an ISBN hovering down underneath there. It's a 12. I like the fact that this writing is sort of slightly lightly raised, sort of embossed, and it stands out. Really cool. The Blu-ray logo appears here. There's the 3 films. It's got the New Line Cinema logo down here. I'm not actually sure what that is. Someone will know, I think. I don't. I should. It says, fit for viewing for people 12 and over. Contains moderate violence and horror scenes. Yeah, there is a bit of that, isn't there? Some gubbins down here, some blurb about the actual films. I don't know when this came out. It was shortly after, I assume, all of the extended editions had been released. This was like a collector's edition that came out. Let's have a look inside. I really like the fact that this kind of has a slightly, can you hear that? Sort of magnetic feel. It closes itself. I like that. And I like the fact that these edges come slightly over to reinforce that sort of book look. Anyway, so I'll fold that out. You then get these dudes, Aragorn and co, staring at you with kind of worried expressions. Everyone looks a bit worried there, don't they? Well, they've got every right to be. And then here we've got a map. Let me see if I can zoom in a wee bit of Middle Earth, which is nice. It's smooth. So you can see what's where and so on. And then inside you've got the 3 kind of Blu-ray cases. And they're pretty wide because they've got multiple discs in each. So have a little look at these one by one. They're not in the right order. I've got Return, Fellowship, and then 2 Towers. That can't stand. That will not stand. I'll take them all out. Nothing more to see there, really. Put the case to one side. Okay, let's start with the Fellowship, like we should. So, nothing too remarkable about that, but it has got multiple discs, like I say. So this one has got discs 1 and 2 is the Blu-ray film. So if I remember rightly, yeah, the extended edition is so long that it won't fit on one disc. So you actually have to swap the disc sort of halfway through or 2/3 or something, which is actually slightly irritating when you're in the middle of that film and it just pops up with a thing. But anyway, that's the price you pay for having an extended edition and all these extras as well. And the extras are the thing that really made this kind of edition excellent. There's so much to see. I mean, if I remember right, there's hundreds of hours of extra stuff. So if you want to find out more about Peter Jackson and Weta and how this film was put together, how the trilogy was made, there is so much for you to dive into here. If you've only ever discovered Lord of the Rings recently and you're not aware of this, you are in for a treat. I can tell you that, because there are literally hours and hours of extra stuff. Should have a little look in here while we're here. You can see there's part 1 look and part 2, like I was saying, so you have to swap the disc. Then you've got disc 3, what's this one called? Part 1, from vision to book. Oh, sorry, from book to vision. Stupid me. Then we've got part 2, from vision to reality. And then we've got the Fellowship of the Ring behind the scenes. Seem to remember there's lots of very interesting and amusing things in these extras. Let me have a little look in here. I think this just tells you exactly what all the extras are. I haven't looked for a while. So even this look is beautifully made. It's got that sort of slightly aged feel look. It folds out. It tells you a bit about the extended edition. And then all that, you can select all the scenes. So this is the movie, which has got, hang on, is that right? About 46 scenes. And then we've got all these extra things, including a kind of a map. Oh wow, look, a map of the menu. That's fairly in-depth, can you? So I'll hold it down a bit there so you can see all kinds of stuff. There's even things about the music for Middle Earth. Look here. bit about wet digital galleries, all sorts. Day in the life of a hobbit, you know, all kinds of stuff. Oh, what's this on? Oh my gosh, even more. Like, you just get an idea, and this is just for Fellowship of the Ring. The same is repeated basically for the other two films as well, and so much of it they've actually included a whole legend to help you understand what it is that they're presenting to you here and the different formats. Amazing. Did I watch all of these? I probably did back in the day. Like I said, I don't know how long. I must have spent many hours watching them all, because I was obviously totally into the films when they came out. I mean, I still love them. Most people do, don't they? I wanted to know everything about how they were made. So that is the Fellowship of the Ring. I perhaps won't go through each of these because it's basically going to be very similar. Similar deal with the fold-out thing. It's going to map everything on over the multiple discs. But the Two Towers, again, comes on 2 discs, I believe. They all do, I think. In fact, Return of the King, isn't that the longest film as well? I can't remember how long it is, but it's long, all right, isn't it? So there's the back look. Again, you get 2, 3, 4, 5 discs. 5 Blu-ray discs in the Two Towers. I think you get the same for the Return of the King. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 more discs. And again, same deal repeated if I remember rightly. But it's an amazing set. And whilst I have bought the 4K versions of the films recently. Those would be the ones that I would watch. But they obviously wouldn't include all of these extras. So I've hung on to this for that very reason. And what a great set it is. I'm sure you can still buy this. I don't think it's too hard to find. If you're okay to buy that second hand, I'll just try and slot these back in here so I can end the video smoothly. Oh, it's all coming undone. Look, in they go. Back to bed. Close the lid. Tuck them in. Listen to that one more time, actually. Lovely. So there we have it. Lord of the Rings Trilogy of Extended Editions, Collector's Edition.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.